My name is Damin Mascott, and I'm an account manager here at TRINUS Technologies. I've been asked to share with you a little bit about my day-to-day workflows and the challenges that I've faced with working in the office and working at home. So I do a little bit of a split. I work half in the office and half at home. So I'm going to get right into it here and just start talking about some of the things I've noticed and some of the changes that have happened in our TRINUS office. So some of the changes I've noticed to our office is that we've had a limited number of staff, and that's because we've given them the ability to work from home. So it's been nice, but it's also been challenging, especially when it comes to just catching up on a personal level and at a work level. So what I tend to do is try and schedule up video conferences or even just send a little instant message through Microsoft Teams in order just to catch up with some of the coworkers and some of my staff members here at the office. So it also helps that we do a weekly check-in with each other just to see how everybody is doing and how the workflows are going and just see how everybody's doing in general. So it has been a little bit challenging when it comes to having a quick question or you want to have a quick conversation with somebody. It's now you have to schedule it up, or you have to hope that the person on the other end really wants to answer your call and isn't trying to seclude or ignore you in any way, shape, or form. So having good relationship is key here. Of course, with that being said, the limited amount of staff has been really good for when we bring in treats for the office. It just means that there's more treats to go around, and they tend to last a little bit longer. So if you guys can all just stay home for a little bit longer, I might gain a few pounds when you come back. But hey, that's the COVID-20 for you. Of course, with the limited amount of staff, it's been a little bit easier to concentrate, which has been nice. I'm not getting pulled away on many side conversations or people coming into my office to ask me a bunch of questions. A lot of those questions now just come in the form of a Teams message or an email, and it's been a lot easier to respond to those than be dragged away from what I'm doing. So I'm actually going to talk a little bit about my routines from working from home and just some of the ways I stay productive. So I'll jump right into that here right away. So for me, working from home, some of the routines that I have is I have to keep the dog busy. So if you're like myself, you probably understand a little bit about having to keep the dog busy and out of the office as much as possible. So for me, I always have to make sure I have some dog bones on hand or some dog treats. Even close the office door. However, my dog's pretty smart, and unfortunately, she knows how to open my office door, so she tends to bug me a lot more often than I would like. But if I can give her a dog bone, she seems to be pretty distracted. So, really, no squeaker toys in the background or anything that would really get in the way of a conference call or a phone call. So that's been nice. I've also set up a home office desk, which has been very helpful because I can have the same amount of monitors that I do in the office, but at home. So I have the same kind of monitor spread as I do in the office, a nice little docking station that I can just click into, and I'm connected up. So there's really no inefficiencies there. So it's pretty much like working in the office, but of course I'm working from home. With that being said, I also have started planning out my day a little bit better. At the beginning of the week, I start a task list of everything I want to do for each day, and it really keeps me on track. I can check off things as I do them, and it's really been helpful for me in the office and at home because, especially when I'm at home, there's so many distractions that you can get distracted by. So, just being able to refer to my list and know exactly what I want to get done for that day, I can check them off the list and keep those distractions to a minimum. Of course, with that being said, sometimes it can be hard to really switch from working from home, that kind of mindset, to now, okay, I got to live my personal life. So for me personally, what I've been doing is at the end of the day, 5 o'clock, 5:30, I shut down the computer, I take the dog, we go for a walk, we walk for a few kilometers, come back home, and that's enough to really reset my head and reset my mind to start thinking of personal life again. So that's typically what I do to stay separate from work, and it may or may not work for you, and that's okay. Everybody has their own ways of dealing with working from home and having that mental switch. We're all in this together, so we just have to take it day by day.